Legends Atron here. So let's get into some Guild Wars. Got some juicy targets this time around. Got a 300k guy in there. So this is my normal setup. We've got DD for the cleanup, Ronin for any troops or additional damage that I might need. I use Skelly for generally destroying the town hall or adding some damage to those arrow towers that have level 7 blues for that extra health, because a Minnow Smash won't cover them if you're using Mike and Minnow alone. Minnow is running a 5 Vite set, which gives him an additional 2,500 damage. So his damage at the start is, about 19k almost. So it's fairly high, and everything else is able to stem off that 65 or 60% damage buff and Minnow's damage essentially. So that's how it all adds up, and that's how we get our proc of about, I think it's 230 or something like that, 250 maybe with the skin. Anyway, let's just get into it. I'll link a Reddit post, and you'll understand what I mean by adding up his damage just in the description there. It's a Reddit post I did. So we've got a 314k post here. Well, not post, 314k base. Now, I looked at this before, and he's left an army cam out. So, I mean, that's going to be prime time for Minnow. You really can't, and this 314k, it doesn't seem like he's put a lot of effort in it. He's only got one set of troops going on. Does he even have a GS? It doesn't look like it. So, like, we're going to fairly easily going to be able to just drop Anubis. He's going to, he's getting procced. He's supposed to proc, but he's getting stunned straight away. So I'm waiting for him to get rid of all those troops, which happens there. Ronin's going in, so I just want him to proc again. Without GS, I don't have to be too cautious. So I will be putting Skelly onto that town hall though, because that's the damage I want Skelly to do. And then, but where's their Anubis? I definitely don't want their Anubis proccing. So Skelly goes in. He's going to take care of the town hall. Oh, maybe. Hopefully. There you go. So the town hall's damaged. Now, he doesn't have any arrow towers. He only has magic towers. So what's going to happen is none of that stuff will be damaged. So I'm going to drop Minnow, and then I'm going to drop Mike, and he essentially should make the base pop. So there's nothing really left. So we're going to drop Minnow, and then because Mike's 5 Vite, he's going to go anywhere, and he should be able to get rid of everything else with that power level. 96, and then what was left? So one thing over there, and we'll get DD on that. So happy days. Alright, moving on. Who do we need to revive really quick? Anubis. We suicided him to get rid of those troops, and Skelly, same thing. We didn't even need to use Ronin, and not that that matters. So, alright, let's keep going, get this done quick for you guys. 45 is the next, or one of the top 5 anyway in this. For such high targets, there's nothing super crazy going on. So, do we have a Gunslinger? It looks like we've got a Ronin or a Gunslinger in there. So every time that happens, I use my Skelly or my tank. If you don't have a Skelly, just use Anubis or another form of tank. So to draw this, the Gunslinger Copters, but I'm not actually sure they even have that. So Skelly's going to go and he's going to damage the town hall to start with. Yep, so that's almost down. So almost immediately, they do have level 7 arrow towers. So once I drop Minnow and Mike, there's going to be some leftover damage. So I'll show you what that is. And then 92%, and because that arrow tower is level 7, that's where that damage needed to go. So everyone's dying. Oh no, Skelly's just solo up top, and then the rest of it. But yeah, that's when you see those level 7 arrow towers, you need to be aware that you're not going to kill them. Not with just a Minnow and a Mike. If you've got a Minnow, a Mike, and a Cupid, sure, everything will die. Nothing has enough HP to withstand Minnow, Mike, and Cupid buff. But if you're just using Mike, you definitely need to be aware of those level 7 blues on the arrow towers, because they will still have a fair bit of health, so you need to have enough power in your cleanup crew, either DD, or like I like to do is I like to try and do damage on those towers and town hall first. Now, GS is in this, a couple of troops, so I'm generally going to drop Skelly first. He's going to go into the top, going to deal with the least annoying person. I'm not sure who that's going to be. Probably a Ghoulam, but if he goes all of them, it's not going to be ideal. So we put Skelly up there. He's going to be able to tank those copters, get rid of most of those troops anyway, and then that's going to allow me to drop Anubis and clear the rest of them. So I do want to look, what I want to look for is making sure that their Anubis is not proccing. Okay, so in this instance, I'll be putting Mino down here and Mike just there. They'll walk across and smack the base. So the reason I dropped Mike on the bottom there is because I wanted him to draw the DD. Risky thing with Skelly, obviously not a lot of people will have him in comparison to the people who don't, but he will destroy as those buildings. He almost destroyed what I wanted Mino to proc on. So that can be a downside. So maybe just be aware of that if you're using Skelly for, pre-destruction on the base to make your Minnow Smash jump to that 100% on the click. Yeah, these bases are just, there's nothing super interesting. I mean, that's prime time. Anything like that on a base is just the worst thing you can do. So really, I'm just going to make sure that Skelly goes in. There's no troops, so Skelly's got that town hall down to thing. As soon as we drop Minnow and Mike, it should blow up 96%. And what was left? Just the Hero's Altar. So Hero's Altar seems to be the one that stays alive a lot, to be honest, and I wonder why that is. It shouldn't have enough health to survive the smash, so it just makes me wonder. Same thing again, guys, no troops, suicide buildings up the top here, so that's what you definitely don't want to do. At least keep them in the range of a hero or magic towers, but no GS by the look of it. So in this instance, what I'm going to do is I will smash Minnow straight away, and then we'll see how much cleanup we have to do. We'll have enough with Skelly and Ronan, but if we put Minnow and then Mike down, we'll be able to pretty much destroy every single building asides the town hall. That's my guess, anyway. It should be fairly close to that if it's not. So Minnow first and then Mike. Okay, so 89%, and that is alive again. So yeah. Anyway, but that was pretty calculated. The Minnow power must not quite be there. The health of that maxed altar, the Hero's Altar, must be a little bit different. So put Skelly in, and he'll take care of the last thing there. So yeah, happy days. Happy days. So that's some juicy scores there today. 3,011. Nice, I don't know what we're sitting at there. Yeah, everyone else is above me, so that's pretty much the order of the might we've got in our guild at the moment. If you are looking for a guild, guys, I do have it in my about section on YouTube. Just go and check the line IDs of the leaders. Holler at them if you'd like. We're a great bunch of dudes. So that's the setup I was using, guys. Go and have a look at the Reddit post of what I determine is necessary for your power level of your Minnow, and then you can make a decision on whether or not you can Minnow bomb without a PD or without a Cupid, or just as Mike and Minnow, as it seems to be the new best meta at the moment. But yeah, happy days, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, enjoy.